filming a book review for the first in the, what did we decide to call it? A
Mistborn septology.
Yeah, but it's 7.5, so, because you got a 0.5 before everything happens.
That's prelude though.
Oh yeah, so...
Prologue.
Prologue. No, it's not a prologue.
It's a prologue.
Alright.
Because afterwards an epilogue.
Yeah, but if it's a separate book, is it still called a prologue?
I suppose it could be. Prequel.
Yeah. Prequel, that's what it's called, a prequel. We'll get there eventually. So yeah, first book. Final Empire, about a bunch of crooks, thieves, / con men.
Who's it by?
Brendan Sanderson, who writes a lot of stuff, which is probably why there's 7 books in the series so far. One comes out later this year, but I don't remember when. I'm blanking a lot. It's, yeah, like I said, about a cons, thieves trying to overthrow a ruler called the Lord Ruler, conveniently enough, who's like a despot. It's kind of like name a despot.
Margaret Thatcher.
Fair enough.
A lot of people would call her a despot in this country, yeah.
That is true.
Along sort of like the lines of Augusto Pinochet, Joseph Stalin, Adolf Hitler, Pol Pot. Yeah. She has that sort of reputation. Combine
all them into one, and this probably the Lord Ruler guy. And so there's like a slave society called the Ska, and then like noblemen who pretty much treat the Ska like shit. But the whole point is to overthrow the Lord Ruler so that the Ska won't be living like slaves, pretty much. That's the whole point of the book. Now, there's a class, not a class, a group of people, Mistborn people, that can control metals, like different, like alloys and stuff. So like they can push and pull metal, and what else can they do? Control people's emotions, sort of, like certain emotions. They can't read minds, but they can control whether
That's pathetic then.
You'd want to be able to read minds.
That's a useful power.
That is true.
Then again, maybe you don't want to know what's in certain people's minds.
Exactly. You might want to know what people are thinking. You'd be like, oh god.
Should have had curry last night.
Yeah, exactly. They got food poisoning. No. But what else can they do? They can, so yeah, push and pull metals, so they can throw metals at people, or they can actually push off of metals, and they can, like, not fly, but jump really high.
Psychokinesis then, or telekinesis.
Yeah, kind of like that, yeah. But different metals do different things. I cannot remember off the top of my head how many.
It's a rip-off of Magneto.
Pretty much.
And there's a flaw in Magneto, though. The metals he can control that aren't magnetic.
That is true. But yeah, they all do different things. But, so yeah, that's the whole point of the book. Can't really say what happens because, you know, no spoilers. I hate being spoiled myself personally, but a lot of people have already read it. Some people haven't read it. But I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I didn't give it 5 out of 5 because it's the first book I've read this year. I didn't want to give it 5 out of 5 because then if I read a book that's better than that book, what do I give it? That's why
6!
6, if you could.
11!
Yeah, 11, exactly.
Turn it up to 11, Spinal Tap.
I wish. But, so that's the whole point. That's what I really don't like about the whole Goodreads thing and how people rate it out of 5. You can't even do, like, you know, half marks, which is a pain in the ass when you kind of like a book and you kind of don't like a book.
Can you give a book 0 on Goodreads?
No.
That's crap, because the book is that terrible.
Well, you could. You could mark it as red.
No, but you should be able to give it 0 stars. This book is crap.
You can leave it blank.
Instead of having stars, just give a poo symbol.
Yeah.
This book is a bag of horse shit.
1 to 10, you know?
It's a bag of horse shit.
Yeah, but you can leave it blank. But you just leave it blank and rate it. But it's better even if you give it like a 1 because then people will know that it's crap. You know, that they shouldn't read the book. But yeah, so first book review done. My goal of the year is to read 90 books / maybe graphic novels because they count, don't they? They should. They might not.
Depends how big they are.
Yeah, I mean, they're fairly big, good size, you know, 400 pages plus is pretty good for a novel, in art and all that stuff. But that's the goal. So for every book I read, I'm gonna try to write, or not, well, write a Goodreads review, but also try to film a video. This is getting really long.
Not really.
Is it not? So yeah, the whole Mistborn, the Final Empire, good book. I can't think of anything I didn't really like about it. It was really nicely fast-paced, really interesting. The characters were well written. The main character, Vin, or Valette, is her, yeah, that's her other like name in the book. She was well written too. You kind of like her. She's young, so you can, you know, the mistakes she makes, you kind of think, yeah, okay, fine. She's 16, so you know, 16, you make a lot of stupid mistakes. You still do at 34. No.
You're getting ancient.
I'm getting ancient.
You'll turn into a pile of dust soon.
I'm gonna go completely grey. No,
this is film's pile. There'll be like a pile of dust down here.
Yeah.
What did you think of the book Pile of Dust? Blow along.
It blows away like tumbleweeds.
2 out of 10.
Yeah, 2 out of 10. But yeah, so like I said, 4 out of 5. Gonna continue with the series until I get really bored with it. But yeah, the tree's still up because there's no light
You're lazy
here.
shit cunt.
And we're lazy.
No, you're a lazy shit cunt. I've been busy today. I've been flipping bored.
It should have gone down on the 6th apparently, but you know.
When have you ever been traditional?
Exactly. I had Christmas lights up all year long one year.
And Jen keeps her Christmas lights on her front porch all year long.
He's singing, shoot me!
Gretchen
Bye.
Wilson.